if it's the opposite of MAGA, then yes. So I saw that you were replying to someone else who said, then you support the New World Order. And this was your comment. If it's the opposite of MAGA, then yes. So that makes you a communist. I'm sure you're okay with that. Because your hate, because you're non-insightful, your hate at one man has made you delusional. Because you have no idea what that world order is about. Or maybe you do, because I did say to someone, maybe it was on my other channel, that with you guys, you know, some of you I think are communists, but it is communists that led to the Holocaust. Communist is not free. But there's people like you that you need somebody to hold your hand, you need somebody to, you know, do everything for you. And then when you hate somebody so much, somebody that's about liberty and giving freedom and wanting to open dams up, not have this water problem going on, not have lives lost. You hate that because you would rather have death. That's what that's what communism leads to, is to genocide all the time. So I'm just letting you know, that's what you're saying. Because of your hate for Donald Trump. So you don't support freedom. You've decided that there's nothing Donald Trump can do that's right. So let me just let you know, not that it would change your mind, and I'm not going to try to. Because you people dig your feet in and not insightful. But Donald Trump was eradicating trafficking in his first term, and I know it as a registered nurse. Because in his executive orders in his first term, he had where these victims that were coming fresh out of trafficking, he had safe houses so that it would help them transition back to their families, because some of them was being just bought and sold over and over again. Not that you'd give a shit, right? I mean, you hate Trump. Who gives a shit, right? You know, who gives a shit about people? Yeah. So, but he was putting safe houses. It was in his executive order. And so there was a safe house in my county. And I started seeing, I worked in the ER as a psych nurse, and started seeing, it was kind of slow at first, but there was this pattern. And so these girls would come from all over the United States, and they'd stay anywhere from 6 months to a year. It was a faith-based home. And these lovely women would help them transition back into their families after, you know, decades of just being sold as a piece of meat. Not that you'd care about that, but, so I never had seen this before. I'm in a small town, a rural county. And so this was something new. And then I found out, as time went on, after talking to the director of this home and her explaining to me it was a safe house. Then a couple months later, I saw Trump's executive orders, and I'm like, that's why these women were coming in. First time in my lifetime that I actually saw a president's policies playing out, and good policies, something that was humane and helping people. Not that you'd care about that, though. And I'm like, damn, and then at the same time, everybody was seeing, at least the people I was working with, like the marshals, the U.S. Marshals, like every week we're doing rescues in the United States, rescuing women and children and boys from kidnappings and being trafficked. So we had never seen this. I remember talking to the ER nurses. They're like, since when did we not know about this? Why weren't we getting Amber Alerts if all these people were missing? Because sometimes there were 3 rescues a week with the U.S. Marshals, all under Trump's watch. And then Epstein was finally arrested under Trump's watch, too. Yeah, even though all the politicians on the left and the right, because John McCain's wife said they all knew about Epstein, but nobody wanted to do anything because he was tied to intelligence. But Trump did do something about him. Got him off the street, then, you know, Harvey Weinstein fell, and yeah, some things started happening. Not that you'd care about any of that, because communists wouldn't care about any of that. What communists and globalists are is they hate life.